Hi, this is Joe with Profitable Marketing Systems, and I'm going to talk to you today about the number one way to get high-quality leads that turn into clients and grow your law practice. And this works in any niche of the law. So I said, my name is Joe. Here's my picture. I have 35 years experience founding and building businesses. I've done 46 million in sales in my companies, and I've been helping local and national companies with their marketing since back when the Yellow Pages was a thing. And now I can help you. Remember those? Guess what? If you haven't stayed up with the times, the Yellow Pages have been replaced by Google. So, you became a lawyer because you always dreamed of working 14-hour days, right? Just to make $100,000 or $200,000 a year and never see your family? Well, there is a better way. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn about a proven way to get out of the lawyer rat race and become an entrepreneurial lawyer that has other lawyers working for you while you reap the benefits and have more time to spend with your family, friends, and doing whatever you'd rather do. You're going to learn what most lawyers do now and why they're not getting enough new clients. The number one way for lawyers in any niche to get high-quality leads that turn into clients, and how this method can get you as much as 4 times as many leads for your business in the next week as you get now. So the real question is, if you had to get a bunch of high-quality leads right now, quickly, what would you do? What many law firms do is they do newspaper ads, billboards. Both of these are very expensive. TV, now that's even more than very expensive. It's insane. And it has a really low ROI because you're reaching the world, not just the people who need you. Same with radio. It's such a broad reach, whether it's newspaper, billboards, radio, or TV, they're all reaching the world, not just your prospects. So, what it's all about is Google, and I need to take a second to clarify, we're not talking about SEO or search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is a good thing to do, but it's long-term, can take you 6 months to get any results, and might cost $5,000 a month. So plopping down $30,000 and not even knowing if it's going to work very well is not the best of all plans. It is a good idea to do it, but keep in mind the other law firms you compete with are doing this too. Everybody wants to be number one, and guess what? Only one person can be number one. So the reason Google is so good is because your clients are actually doing an active search on Google. They're a red-hot lead because they are searching for what it is you do. If they type in personal injury attorney or accident attorney, they're doing that because they need one. That is so different than a TV ad. They've already taken or are taking an action and are much closer to becoming a client. The other kinds of advertising are called interrupting, where you're trying to interrupt somebody, get their attention, and then hope that they are looking for what it is you do. But on Google, we know they're searching exactly for you. Google is up to now 3.5 billion searches per day. So that is an awful lot. So like I said, SEO is a good long-term investment, but the way to get high-quality leads now, this week, not 6 months from now, and to be at the top of Google for hundreds of different keywords is Google AdWords. That is the name for Google's advertising program that accounts for like 95% of their billions and billions of revenue. So here's a couple ads, and you see on that first one, the Google Places, or the Google My Business they call it now, is integrated with the ad. You see there they have their address, their phone number, and the map, all of that tied into the ad, and then the ad below it doesn't have any of that. So you would think, back in the Yellow Pages days anyway, bigger ads cost more money, right? But these two ads cost the same. So if you know what you're doing, you can have your ads have all this extra information in them, which will increase the chances someone clicks on it, and it won't cost you any more. Now here's some more ads. The top three, you can see on any Google search, with a little sort of beige background, those are ads. And the one below, where it says SEO, that is the beginning of the organic listings, or the SEO. Also, over on the right, those are also ads. Most Google AdWords campaigns fail because they're not doing things right. One of the things I do, if you are running Google AdWords now, I will do an audit for you of your account and tell you what things you should be doing that you're not doing. And if you're not running Google AdWords, of course I can do it for you. But the biggest problem most AdWords campaigns have is they don't have a landing page, or they have an awful landing page. Here's an example of an awful landing page. There is art and science to doing landing pages. The purpose of them is to get somebody to call you. Then, the other thing people have is bad ads. And a bad ad with a low click-through rate will actually cost you more money. Google decides where your ad shows up based on two things: the click-through rate, or what they call a quality score, and then the price you're bidding. You can have a lower price you're bidding, but if you have a higher quality score, you can rank ahead of someone paying more money. Isn't that cool? And you won't be too surprised to know that Google does this to maximize their income, though they don't talk about it that way. But if your ad is 10 times as likely to get clicked as somebody else's, and you're paying a little less money, Google will end up making more in total by putting you ahead of the other one. So here again, here's a couple ads. The top one is a good ad. It has what we call the site link extensions. That's the family law, child custody, Nevada divorce. All of those should be going to separate landing pages, and the main ad goes to a landing page. The map is there, the phone is there. The other one below it, that ad isn't getting many clicks. You can see why. So the third thing is setting up the campaign wrong. But if you have what's called a PPC, or pay-per-click manager working on your ads now, typically they just set up the campaigns, which is the easy part. Out of 5 managers we talked to, none of them mentioned landing pages, and they stink at writing ads. So you can actually get Google certified. Like, I passed their 2-hour test, but it doesn't have anything in it about copywriting or making landing pages or any of that stuff. They don't talk about that. The Google certification just proves that you understand how to set up a campaign and give Google money. So a good landing page can double or triple the amount of leads you get for the same number of clicks. And a high converting Google ad, like I mentioned, because of the increase in what they call your quality score, the cost per click goes down. So if you double your click-through rate, you're not only getting twice as many leads, you're also paying less for each one. And the best part is we already have high-converting landing pages for attorneys. And we have high-converting ads to use in your campaign. And we have the exact keywords to use, plus optimization tricks that we've learned through trial and error and testing over the years. Google is the new Yellow Pages, and it's going to be that way for a while. It's really the number one way for attorneys to get leads off the internet. So if you're not doing it, you're missing out big time. Now you can try to do this yourself, and you can go through years of trial and error and spend tens of thousands of dollars trying to figure it out, or you can hire us to plug in our proven high converting landing pages, ads, keywords, and optimization methods that we've learned. It's up to you. I want to leave you with one final question. Do you want to work hard your entire life, grinding out 12-hour days for $100 or $200 a year? Or would you rather be an entrepreneurial attorney that builds a huge law practice with dozens of people working for you? And then you get the benefits because you learned how to build a real business with new leads calling your office every day. I heard somewhere, I don't remember who said it, but I totally agree. They said you don't have a real business until you can go away for 6 months and come back to it stronger than when you left. And most law practices are not that way. If you leave, your business dies. So if you're interested and like to take the next step, if you currently have a Google AdWords campaign going, I'll do an audit of it for you and let you know what could be better. And if you don't have one at all, I'll be glad to talk to you about what's involved to set one up. So I appreciate your time. Hope you got some insights from this webinar. I look forward to speaking with you. And thanks, and have a wonderful day.